Hello. Today, I have a story that will take you into the darkness, the secrets, and the deep-rooted fear nestled in a small village. The tale of the Preta Ghost. Not your ordinary ghost you've heard about. This is a spirit as tall as a building. Its body gaunt like a skeleton left to wither. Its long arms dragging along the ground, stirring up dust. And most importantly, a wailing cry that echoes through the valley. Have you ever felt it? When you're alone at night, and you hear something. A sound that makes your heart race. This story will keep you up at night, I guarantee it. And it's a long one. Are you ready? This story takes place in Sam Ngao village. A village hidden deep in a valley. Surrounded by dense forests on all sides. The air so chilling you can feel the eerie loneliness. The villagers here say that every time the full moon lights up the sky, a massive black shadow appears. So tall you can't see its face. It stands still, silent, as if waiting for something. But then, that sound comes. A cry like 100 spirits wailing in unison. So loud it feels like it's right beside you. I get goosebumps every time I tell this. And today, I'll share every detail. Every secret. Do you dare listen to the end? This didn't start out of nowhere. Its roots go back 200 years. Back when Sam Ngao was just a small community. There was a woman named Kham. She was stunningly beautiful. Skin as pale as freshly peeled banana stems. Long, jet black hair flowing like ink. Sharp eyes that could enchant anyone. But her beauty was just a mask. Deep down, she was cruel, selfish, and used everyone who came into her life. Kham had a husband named Thong. He was an honest man, handsome in a rustic way. Loved her so much he'd do anything for her. He woke before dawn to chop wood. Came home late to earn money for her. But she never valued him. The villagers said Kham loved dressing up. Parading through the village. Smiling at every man. And secretly meeting another man in an abandoned hut in the forest. Thong knew nothing of this. Until one day. That night. Thong grew suspicious. Because Kham was disappearing from home more often. He decided to follow her. Trekking through the dark forest. The cold wind gave him chills. And then he saw it. Kham sitting in the hut with a young man. His name was Ai Chai. The son of the village headman. Wealthy. Handsome. And fond of beautiful women. Thong stood frozen. Watching the scene with bloodshot eyes. His heart shattered. But he said nothing. He walked back home quietly. Sat waiting for her all night. At dawn, Kham returned. The scent of perfume clinging to her. Thong asked in a trembling voice, "Where were you? Why did you abandon me?" Guess what she said? She laughed. Laughed loudly. And said, "I never loved you. You're just a fool. I used to make money. Those words stabbed into Nai Thong's chest like a knife. He sat silently, watched her leave the house, and that night, he decided to end his life. Nai Thong hung himself under the big tamarind tree in front of their house. The villagers found his body in the morning. His corpse dangled, neck broken, eyes wide open, staring at the house, staring at Nong Kham. But the story doesn't end there. After Nai Thong's death, Nong Kham began to change. She started hearing strange noises in the house, soft sobbing sounds. At first, she thought she was imagining it. But the next night, the sound grew louder, loud enough to wake her in the middle of the night. She looked out the window, but saw nothing, only darkness, and an unnaturally cold breeze. Days passed. The sound became clearer. She grew terrified, ran to neighbors for help. But no one opened their doors, because everyone knew what she did to Nai Thong. One day, she went to Yai Chan, an old woman who knew about spirits. Yai Chan told her, "You've sinned. The spirit is after you. You can't escape." Nong Kham didn't believe her. She laughed mockingly. But that night, everything changed. On the night of the full moon, the villagers heard screams from Nong Kham's house. They peeked out their windows and saw a sight that horrified them. Nong Kham's body stretched taller, gaunt like a skeleton. Her arms extended to the ground, her face twisted, eyes pitch black, mouth gaping wide, revealing sharp teeth. She screamed, "Help me! Help me!" But no one dared move, because what stood there, it wasn't Nong Kham anymore. It was the Preta Ghost. The villagers believed Nai Thong cursed Nong Kham with a hatred so deep it seeped into his soul. He wished for her to suffer for eternity, to become a starving Preta, begging for mercy, but receiving none. But there's more to the story, because there's also Yai Kay, Nai Thong's mother, and Lung Boon, his older brother, who became involved. Yai Kay was the village shaman. She had mysterious powers, knew ancient rituals. She loved Nai Thong dearly. He was her only son. When she learned he died because of Nong Kham, she trembled with rage. The night Nai Thong died, Yai Kay went to the tamarind tree, holding an old ritual knife. She cut her finger, let her blood drip onto the ground, and cursed, "Nong Kham, you'll never be reborn. You'll suffer, starve, and beg for mercy until the heavens collapse." Villagers who secretly witnessed said. The sky darkened instantly. Winds howled, uprooting trees, and the wailing cry echoed for the first time. As for Lung Boon, he was Nai Thong's older brother, a quiet man, but loved his brother deeply. He didn't know about Nong Kham's betrayal until Nai Thong's death. Lung Boon confronted her, asked, "Why did my brother die?" Nong Kham smirked. Said, he was a fool. It's not my fault. Lung Boon was furious. He said nothing. But that night, he went to the village shrine, lit 3 incense sticks, and asked the guardian spirit to punish Nong Kham. The villagers believe Lung Boon's curse might have amplified Yai Kham's, making Nong Kham's transformation into a Preta even more terrifying. After that, Nong Kham transformed, a towering figure, roaming the dark forest, her wails echoing every full moon night. The villagers say, sometimes they see a black shadow standing by the tamarind tree, lingering, unwilling to leave. Some nights, people see it walk to the abandoned hut where she met Ai Chai, standing still, crying. Imagine it. A spirit as tall as a building, arms dragging on the ground, black eyes staring at you. How terrifying would that be? But this legend didn't begin with Nai Thong or Nong Kham. Long before them, when Sam Ngao was a trading route, there was a man named Jack Pan, a wealthy Chinese merchant, selling silk, silverware, and valuables from China. But he was stingy, never helped anyone. The villagers disliked him, but feared him, because he had armed guards. One day, Jack Pan was returning from the market, passing through the forest behind Sam Ngao. He rode a cart full of valuables. That night, the wind blew unnaturally strong. The villagers heard the wailing cry for the first time. In the morning, they found Jack Pan's cart overturned, goods scattered, but he was gone. Only bloodstains on the ground, and enormous footprints, too large to be human. The villagers believed Jack Pan might have been the Preta's first victim. Or perhaps, he was the origin of the curse. There's a story that Jack Pan once stole from the village shrine. He saw offerings, silver plates, silk cloths. Thinking no one would notice, he took them. The villagers warned him, "Don't do it. The guardian spirit will be angry." But Jack Pan laughed, said, "What ghost could harm me?" That night, he vanished. And afterward, the villagers began hearing the wailing cries. Some say Jack Pan's spirit might have been cursed, becoming part of the evil in the forest. Another incident. Before Nong Kham's time, there was a woman named Nong Sa, the daughter of an old shaman. She was beautiful, but gravely ill. Her father tried to heal her, but failed. One night, he performed a forbidden ritual, summoning a spirit from the forest to help. But the ritual went wrong. The spirit that came was malevolent. It possessed Nong Sa, turning her into a towering figure, wailing incessantly. The villagers, terrified, tied her to the tamarind tree and burned her alive. Some believe Nong Sa's spirit lingers and might be the origin of the Preta Ghost. In modern times, the Preta Ghost hasn't gone anywhere. The people of Sam Ngao still encounter it. 20 years ago, a family moved into the village. The father, Lung Sam, the mother, Pa Sai, and their son, Ai knew. They knew nothing of the Preta Ghost. The first night, Ai knew heard a sound. He thought it was the wind. But the next night, he saw a black shadow outside the window, towering, with long arms. He screamed. Lung Sam ran to check, but saw nothing. Only massive footprints in front of the house. Ai knew became terrified of ghosts since then. He said, every time he closed his eyes, he saw pitch black eyes staring at him, and heard that sound. Lung Sam didn't believe his son, thought he was imagining things. But one night, Lung Sam woke to knocking at the door. He opened it and saw a black shadow standing outside. It looked at him, then vanished. After that, Lung Sam fell ill and died within months. The villagers said the Preta Ghost might have cursed him. 10 years ago, a group of tourists led by Piek, a YouTuber who loved filming ghost hunts, heard about the Preta Ghost. So he brought his team to investigate. That night, they set up cameras around the village. Piek said in the video, if the Preta Ghost is real, show yourself. His team laughed. But at 2 a.m., the camera caught something. A towering black shadow standing in the forest, moving slowly, then turning toward the camera. The footage cut off, and a loud sound echoed in the clip. The team screamed, fled in panic. Piek disappeared that night. His surviving friends said they saw him being dragged into the forest by the shadow, its long arms gripping his legs. He begged for help, but no one dared follow. In the morning, the villagers searched, found only his camera, and in it, the final clip. Pitch black eyes staring into the lens. With a whisper, "You can't escape." The clip went viral, but no one dared return to investigate. Another incident. 5 years ago, a quiet girl named Nong Mu. She loved drawing. One day, she told her mother she dreamed of a tall woman standing outside their house. The woman was crying, saying, "Help me. I'm hungry." Her mother thought it was just a dream. But the next night, Nong Mu vanished from home. The villagers found massive footprints outside, and a drawing she left behind. A picture of a Preta Ghost, towering, long arms, black eyes, and a gaping, terrifying mouth. Some say Nong Mu might have been chosen as the next cursed one. Most recently, last year, A researcher named Dr. Frey, an anthropologist, came to study the Preta Ghost legend. She stayed in Sam Ngao, set up audio recorders around the village. One night, she heard the sound. She was thrilled, ran out to investigate. But in the morning, the villagers found her unconscious in the forest. Her recorder captured a strange voice, sounding like someone saying, "Don't meddle with me." Dr. Frey abandoned her research immediately and left the village. She said, "It's not just a legend. It's real." You might wonder, why does this Preta Ghost still linger? Why doesn't it leave? The villagers have many theories. Some say it's waiting for Kham to apologize to Thong, an apology she never gave. Others say it's waiting for someone brave enough to confront it and free its soul. But I think it might be far more complex. An old legend says the tamarind tree where Thong hung himself. It's no ordinary tree. The villagers believe it's inhabited by an ancient spirit, cursed long before Kham. A story from Ta Jiang, an elderly former village head. He said, in his grandfather's time, there was a man named Kundet, a bandit who killed countless people. One day, the villagers caught him and hung him on the tamarind tree. Before he died, Kundet cursed, "Anyone who dies here will suffer with me for eternity." Some believe Kundet's spirit remains in the tree and pulled Thong's and Kham's spirits into the curse. Another theory. The villagers say there might not be just one Preta Ghost, because some nights the wailing comes from multiple directions. Some see 2 shadows, others see 3, or some nights a dozen shadows standing in the forest. Some say everyone who dies because of the Preta might become one too. Imagine if that's true. Sam Ngao would be a land of spirits by now. A story from Pa Thong, a shopkeeper in the village. She said, 30 years ago, she saw the Preta Ghost up close. That night, she was walking back from the market, heard a sound, turned and saw a towering figure behind a tree. It looked at her, raised its hand, as if beckoning her. Pa Thong ran for her life. She said, it might not have meant harm, but it seemed to want something. Maybe it's waiting for someone brave enough to ask, "What do you want?" This is the tale of the Preta Ghost. A long, profound, and terrifying legend no one can forget. If you ever visit Sam Ngao, look into the forest. Listen closely. You might hear it. And if you're brave enough, turn and look. Tell me, please, what you see or hear. Good night. If you're brave enough to sleep, because this story, it might follow you into your dreams.